Well, it's almost New Year's. My Christmas cactus has gone wild. My poinsettia colored up beautifully this year. I didn't force it, that's just the color that it came up with on the porch. My Christmas cactus is gorgeous. And my aloe has gone nuts. It's a good thing I put it in the pot because that thing has gotten huge. And my pretty ivy. And this is the basket that McKesson sent when Mom died 2 years ago. Well, not even quite 2 years ago. I've had to repot it because it has gone completely crazy. It's gorgeous though. And not only that, but I've got one that is coming up. It's attached to the wall. It attached itself to the wall. I did not know they would do that, but it stands to reason. It's a vine, so, but it's pretty. And there's my volunteer garden. This is the one I got from bits and pieces of other ones where a leaf broke off and I just stuck them in here. It's bloomed up pretty good this year. Not as good as it did last year, I don't think, though. But it's nice. Now this one didn't really color up because there's too much sun over here. This is on the side. The west side. So it gets a lot of sun over here. And this one's got to get cut back. These are all seeds. I've gotten these little polka dots. These little polka dot plants. I've seen them elsewhere in the garden where the seeds have blown. And oopsie, I've got that. It's not clover, it's some sort of a weed. It looks like clover. And it's gotten into this one. But this is the volunteer off of that other bowl garden that I got at Aldi's, what, 3-4 years ago now? And that thing has gone nutty. Let's go and take a look at that one. My Christmas trees that I bought 2 years ago, I planted them, but they want bigger pots. And, oh, there's a couple more. Forgot about these little ones. I need to repot them into a bigger pot. And my ivy that needs to go into a pot. Yeah, I got all these pots that I need to do. But this is the other one. See, this is whatever that succulent is, it turns into a bit of a carpet. Kind of a ground cover. That's pretty. And these are my bamboos. I pulled this out of this thing. It was so root bound it took me half an hour to pry it out of there. Because I've had it for a couple of years and it started to die off. Kind of like this one. This one might die from the shock, but this one took pretty good. And those other smaller ones came out of a couple smaller little pots. And there's another one. I had like, what, 5 of them? And I was able to split some of them because they were in a little grumble. There's my rainwater to water all the orchids and things. Now, oh yes, and my bromeliads. Hi, Dewey. Looks like that one's going to bloom up. This one started out as a single plant. And it's about, what, 3 years old, I think. Did not bloom at all last year. Matter of fact, I thought it was going to die. And I moved it out to the edge of the driveway, just out from under the carport. It would get splashed when it rains, but it doesn't get inundated when it rains. Because there's the rain line right there. The buckets are directly under the rain line. And this is just outside of it. Where that big bucket with my shamrock, I believe it's a shamrock anyways. It brings up some really pretty purple flowers. And I pulled that one out of the front yard. That was a volunteer plant that was in the front yard. But the flowers are really, really pretty. But this one, yep. Looks like I'm going to get some blooms on this one. 3 of them, it looks like. We'll see what happens in a few months.